Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. This is episode 4 of restoring this 1978 Chevy Nova. And last episode we put on the quarter panel. It's pretty much done other than the Bondo work on the top. But we'll probably save that when we start some other Bondo work. Just got this in the other day. And these are, let me just grab my glasses here so I can read this thing to you. We got new body bushings in. There's 6 of them, 3 on each side. And let's see here. I believe it said lifetime. Tough formulation that will last a lifetime, impervious to deterioration caused by oil, grease, and the elements. Superior performance over factory rubber bushings. It's called Prothane as a company. So we're going to test them out. I just got the bushings only. I kind of opened the box up and kind of sorted them. And I think this is how they go. But the best way is to take off the old ones and see. Although on another video, the ones up front, there is no bushings. At least on the one side. So there is a little, well, yeah, there's a little instruction in here. Now these were $40 because the other kits come with hardware, and it's like 80 bucks. And the hardware is in these instructions right here. They say there's 2 ways of doing it. So there's basically a washer on top and a washer on bottom. And then these clamp between the subframe of the car. So I'm hoping that, and of course a bolt that goes through there. So I'm hoping that all my hardware is savable. If not, I got another box of old stuff from my Chevy, which I'm sure I can round up enough washers and everything. So that's why I only spent 40 bucks on this instead of the 80. Okay, so each pair is the same. The height looks the same here, and this height's a little bit lower, so there's 3 on each side, so we have to figure out which is the lowest one, put them 2 on that. So anyway, I'll get under here in a minute, but I'll just show you the easy one right here. Here's one right there. You can see the bushing is just shot. You can see that metal washer on top, and then on the bottom it's got a big bushing, and then the bolt here. So I'm hoping these will come out without you know, cutting them or stripping or anything like that. So that's one. The second one is here. It looks a little bit thicker up there. And then the other one's on the radiator support, which it's kind of hard to, it's been so long. I did one on my Chevy, but it's a full frame and the body was already off the frame, so I put them all on there. I'm not sure how much room play is in between here, so you don't want to take off all 6 and then put them on, because you might mess the alignment up. I'm not positive though, maybe not. But to be on the safe side, you would either do one side at a time, like these 3 on this side, or I think what we're going to do first is because see, there's actually still bushings in here. They're just rotted, but on the front there isn't any rubber left. So I think what we're going to do is do the 2 front ones first, and that way I can see, because mainly I noticed it because the radiator, the fan is hitting the top of the shroud, which means the car has lowered itself in the front and it needs to be raised up because them bushings are missing. So we're going to put them bushings in the front, raise it up, and then we'll probably put a little porta power thing in here and kind of raise that up an inch or two, and then do these two here, and then do the other side. I think that'll probably be the safest bet. So I will be back in a minute. Okay guys, I got the 2 front ones out. You have to take out the battery tray from right here, and then you can see that's where it went, right there. And this side you probably can't see, down in there. And it's still got the bushing in between, a little bushing in between the two. So this is what went on top, and the bolts, and then this side, this is what went on top below the battery tray. It had this little spacer in there, and then this was the bottom, or this was the that goes underneath the bushing that's missing. And then you got this was actually part of this washer here, so that was shot. That's how that went there. And then your washer and nut goes on the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna try to jack this front end up a little bit, get a piece of wood and a jack, and jack that up to give us enough space to slide that in. But it kind of looks like it's all pushed, it's pushed forward too much. I have to get a flashlight on that side. So I may have to take all of them off. But anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I think I got those body mounts in. It was a son of a bitch. This one here, you can see this one here. So I would recommend buying them with the hardware, bolts, washers, all that, because I got some special washers here. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, that was up in there, and I had to cut open this floor because this is a little brace that holds the nut there from spinning around, and that's what it was doing. It was pushing up this and this, and it was just spinning. I hammered it back down, and it just bent it again. So then I just welded it on both sides, and then that worked. And then that's a different bolt from my Chevy. I think those bushings were a little different. The bushing, the old one was a lot thicker, and all I had was these little skinny ones. So I actually had to double them up on both backs. I had all the bolts out, but this one up here, these bushings are okay. They're not the best. The bolt's okay, and the bushings and the washers, so I just put that one back in the middle. I put the 2 middle ones on. These ones here are the radiator support. I tried to do them first. I just took them out. It's right there. And probably can't see that one. Get underneath here. That's it right up in here. And that was the thickest one there out of the 6. that I got with the new ones. So I put the biggest, thickest one up here. But I don't think it's tall enough. But anyway, I took them two out and put them in there, and these holes didn't line up. This hole for this bracket and this, they just didn't line up worth a shit. I tried a crowbar and everything trying to line them up, and that's why I ended up loosening all 6 of them. Then everything just shifted. This whole subframe was moving back and forth. So then I tightened these 2 up on the core support, and then the front end was actually shifted over this way. This was almost touching the bumper. So then I got a little porta-power, my little porta-power deal here with the clamp, and I stuck that in there and pushed that, loosened the bolts up, spread the core support towards the driver's side, then tighten them up, and that seemed to work. They're both even on both sides, and then the middle and the back ones seemed to line up, so I just tightened them up. And this is the one here. See, there were different sizes in the new kit, so I put 2 there and then 1 here. That's the way it's supposed to be. 1 on the bottom, 1 in the middle. But it was, like I said, a pretty thick bushing up there, so I had to double them up, so I didn't have enough to do the middle. And it has these special, here's my box of the old ones from the Chevy. It has different sizes of this. It's not just a washer here, it goes all the way through. It's all metal all the way through there. So you put that down. That's about the size that was on the back. And then you put, not quite like that, but there's a deal that lines up onto this, and then you squeeze them together. So I would recommend, if you buy them, to these are off a Dodge pickup, just extras. These ones here were off the Chevy, and then of course some used ones off this Nova. So I'd recommend buying the kit with the washers. See, it goes steel all the way down in here. See, and you need that. Luckily I rounded up enough to do, well, do the 4, I guess, because I left the middle ones. Okay, I may try to, see, here's the radiator support one here. You can see it through the fender. See how thick it is? But this radiator support is kind of crusty. In fact, I'm going to take this out, pour 15 all that, all in here, and the battery tray there. I'm going to pour 15 that, and then what's ever left over, start you know, the fender wells and the A-frames and the subframe. Eventually I'm going to pour 15 underneath the whole car, but I only do it in stages because it drips so much. See, I just kind of do one area at a time. But for right now I'm going to do all this radiator support and everything. So the fan's pretty much, it's just got a little, I pushed it down and put in the clip at the bottom, and it just got I don't know, a quarter, half-inch of play between the shroud there. So I don't know whether I should try to raise that up a little bit more, or just put in some thicker radiator rubber and just kind of raise that whole thing up. That's what it needs. It just needs to raise that up a little bit so the fan doesn't hit or anything. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll come back here when I get some more stuff done. Okay guys, I was just messing around with it a little bit last night in the dark. I put a little putty here on these around the weld marks there on the quarter panel. I'm just trying to do stuff that I could do in the dark. I did another little 4-ounce can of 415. You got that frame rail there. Like I said, you can see the drips on the ground. That's why I can't do it all at once, because you lay under there and that stuff drips on your skin or clothes, you'll never get it off. So I kind of just do a little bit at a time, and the next day do some more, or whenever I got time. I tried to do up here, but it was still dark, so I missed some spots. But I was mainly getting this battery tray area and the core support area. There's a battery tray here, and get that back in there for now. And we'll do some more 415, probably do some here in a little while. I gotta run out and do some errands. I just ordered a bunch of parts. I'll go over them. Ordered some shackles like the RT and the GTO from eBay. I went ahead and bought them taillights. Before, they were $100 for just the 2 lenses. You see, these are all cracked and chipped and everything. Same with this side here. It's all chipped and it's all cracked and stuff here. So I got the pair for 100 shipped, tax and everything, $157.48 just for the lenses. Because what we're gonna do is I gotta fix these little quarter panel extensions here, plastic. Can't find these anywhere. The guy had a couple of used ones, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that crack. I'm fixing to get some bumper repair epoxy stuff, and we gotta straighten out that little metal brace and fix that one, and this one here. This one here is all messed up. And then we're gonna strip all this old paint off here, and well, there's a dent. There's a dent right there. Dent right there. We're gonna get this whole back end done. Take out the tail lights, strip all this down, fix these dents, take this weather stripping out. It's just kind of held in there like this. We're gonna take all that out and paint it all. Take off this chrome here, and then I guess I'm missing some type of little clips that go on there. I forgot what went on there. We're gonna take all that, paint everything. I'm pretty sure, I think the consensus is red. I gave everybody a choice of what I was thinking, which was red with some gold, or silver with black stripes. And I think the consensus is red, and I have a gallon of red, but it's not the red I'm going to paint the car with, but it's enough red to start doing the trunk jams, you know, stuff like that. So I want to do that fairly quickly, get this whole last end done, and that way we can put the bumper on, because you unbolt the bumper and it hangs up on these 2 deals here. See, so basically I'm going to put the bumper on, and then when I paint the whole car, I'm going to paint the whole car with the bumper on it. Because if you paint it and then try to put the bumper on, you'll scratch all this and bend them and take a chance of screwing it all up. And that way they will be painted red, you know, like all in here, paint all that red. Tentatively it's red, I don't know, I could change my mind. Okay, the 2 brake drums. Showed you these brake drums here. Got a big old ridge right on them. They're just worn right down. The brake pads aren't too bad. Got a lot of meat on them, so I'm not going to worry about the pads. Last time I checked, I don't know what it was, AutoZone, they were like $58 each or something. Anyway, I went on Rock Auto, and they're 25 bucks each. Now, 25 each plus 15 to ship, 15 something to ship, and then tax. So the 2 brake drums from Rock Auto come out to $70.15. Also from Rock Auto, I ordered 4 Gabriel shocks, front and back, because how old these are. I'll just go ahead and replace them. And same thing, I bought shocks off eBay before, and they were, I thought, kind of pricey, 40-50 bucks for a pair. Or no, I think they were more than that. Anyway, I got 4 Gabriel shocks, shipping and tax and everything, $85.61, front and back. Okay, then I ordered, even though we may change this door, this weather stripping here. It goes all the way around, all the way there. That is $67.16 for both doors. And if you remember the RT, they wanted $230 for them, and I didn't order them. But this one was $67. It's a little bit high because I'm used to paying about $48, $45, something like that. So I ordered them. I think those are, oh, I'm going to order some more Pour 15 here. I'm fixing to do a little bit more Pour 15. Okay, so that's kind of what I did last night. And then I'm fixing to do some errands. And I'm going to give you a tip of the day. Some of you probably already know. I used to know, then I forgot, then I remembered, and somebody told me, and I keep forgetting. But if you got an O'Reilly's around, and you got some old batteries laying around, you can, O'Reilly's will take these old batteries for $10 each, store credit. Okay, I'm gonna load them in my little, oh, I can load all them up in there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get 50 bucks for 5 batteries is the limit per day. So if you got 10 batteries, take 5 one day, 5 the next. So they give you store credit. So I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's, and I don't know when I'll get, I think I'm gonna get some of that rubber bumper repair. I think they have it, them or O'Reilly's has it, to repair these cracks and everything in the rubber. Because if you buy the big tubes, they're like shit, 50 or 60 bucks from the parts store, and I don't need that much. So I think they got little tubes of that. I buy, and then I'm going to Wally Mart. That's where I buy the Bondo. That's where you can buy Bondo the cheapest. Instead of 25 bucks at the auto parts store, it's about 17 bucks at Walmart. It was 14, now it's gone up to 17. Okay, so that's tip of the day. I'm fixing to load these batteries up, go to O'Reilly's, go to Wally Mart, and come back and try to get some work done before it gets to 100 degrees again. It's still hot as hell during the day here. Okay, I guess that's all I'll go over with right now, and I will be back later when we get some more work done. Okay guys, just show you what I got. Got this at O'Reilly's for the 5 batteries, 50 bucks store credit. It was only like 38 bucks. I got a $12 credit on a card because I couldn't find anything else I wanted at the moment. But this is what I got at Walmart. They went up a buck, $18.44. But do you know what that gallon cost? Exact same brand, size, everything at O'Reilly's, $36.99. Fucking ripoff. Bastards. Okay, then I went to Lowe's. I got this JB Weld to repair the little plastic filler, bumper filler pieces. I've tried regular JB Weld before, and it seems to work pretty good, because I don't know, I thought they sold the regular bumper repair epoxy, but that'll work anyway. And then I got this, I use this stuff for like seam sealer. I got this at Lowe's, and some rust neutralizer. Okay, so I'll be back later. Okay guys, get underneath here. It sat for about a week and no drips or nothing. Then after I did the body mounts, because I was shifting the whole A-frame here, or subframe was all moving around, for some reason it starts leaking. So the last day or so, or a couple days, it left this big old puddle. So I'm trying to track down where it's leaking from, but found out the transmission mount is shot. See there, I already took it out. It's sitting right here. Fixing to go down to O'Reilly's with my leftover battery money, and it's listed at $8.29 for a new one. Now the only thing I found, I wiped it all off and it hasn't dripped since, but I tightened up this, I don't know if you can see, the speedometer cable. Can you see? Right there, that was all loose. I tightened that up, wiped it off. Hasn't dripped since. If it does, it's leaking from right here, right from the transmission mount area. So it's either the speedometer or this modulator valve right there. And this hose is about shot. I'm gonna have to change that. It's all rubbery and loose. So it's right in this area here is where it's dripping from. It's not from the rear seal. The rear seal's there. It's not dripping. It's right here. So anyway, I'm going to get another mount and put that on there. And I only realized it was leaking because I jacked up the muffler. I cut off all that tailpipe and everything, and I was going to put another pipe and run it out the side. And it's connected to the transmission cross member right here. So when I jacked up the muffler, that's when the transmission went up and noticed the mount was busted. So anyway, I'm going to fix that mount and run this exhaust, and I will be back. Okay guys, I had all these exhaust pieces here, trying to round up something. So that's what I came up with. That's the muffler that was on it. And then I put that muffler on there. I still really don't like the sound, but I guess that's the best you can do with a 6-cylinder. I got the new transmission mount on there. We're gonna check if there's any leaks. Let it sit up for a few more days. Clean that old stuff up, see if it leaks. Yeah, I guess this is just the way 6-cylinders sound with a I guess I should have taken y'all for a ride in this, but I have to wait till we get the rest of this stuff done here along the bottom, get it off jack stands, and then we'll take it for a ride. I've had this thing insured for a while. Okay, so it's kind of like Christmas time here again. We got the 2 brake drums in. They are AC Delco. 25 bucks, do you believe it? From Rock Auto. So, hey, look, that's the old one there. Look to be the same. Fixing to put them on. Haven't even checked the other side, but hopefully the brake pads are just as good. Oh, there's a little exhaust hanger and stuff I made. Little downspout for the muffler. It's not the greatest, but okay, got the 4 new Gabriel shocks. I'm gonna put them on. But I'll probably wrap this video up here for now on this segment, on this video. Here's the tail lights. Don't know how much good that means. GM restoration parts. But these are the, I guess that's the driver's side there. 150 bucks. I didn't really want to pay that much, but what are you going to do? I got the shackles here. They came in. I know some of you guys don't like shackles, but I haven't had a problem with them. It's just a cheap way of jacking the car up without buying air shocks and re-arching the springs. I was going to do this video, but we'll do it next video. We're going to fix these two plastic bumper filler pieces here. I'm going to show you how to do that. I kind of straightened up the metal brace behind it, but we'll fix them next video. Shackles, probably, I don't know, probably the tail lights. Like I said, I want to paint this whole back area, and fix the dents and everything, and then strip down all this and paint all that the color the car's going, then put everything back on. I finished up the quarter panel except for this spot here, fixed up all the welds and primed it all. What else did I get? I thought I had something else. Shocks, that. Drums. There's the other drum there. Okay, I guess that's all. So we got a lot of work to do next video. Putting on all that stuff. Then we're gonna get the front up and check the front brakes. I'm hoping that they had new brake pads on there since some old ones were in the trunk. Okay, shit, then we're gonna take out all this interior, paint all the plastic pieces black, do the rear deck covering, get some covering ordered, and put in some speakers and get all that buttoned up. I don't know if I mentioned I can't find a overlay for this dash thing, so I don't know, we may have to I may have to bundle that up and try to cover it. It's gonna be a real bitch doing it, but I don't know. I'll probably save that till last. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna get done next video, or most of it get done. So I just hit 1,000 subscribers there the other day, so I wanted to thank everybody for subscribing, watching, commenting, all that stuff. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, bottom right corner, hit that subscribe button. We'll see how far we can get this channel. So now that I got 1,000 subscribers, they're going to put ads on there, so bear with me on that. If I can, if I'm able to, I'll put in the least amount of ads, because I don't really care about the money or anything. You know, if they can make enough to pay the satellite internet thing and something like that, that'd be good enough. I don't have any great expectations for this channel, you know, getting real big or anything, but glad you guys are coming along for the ride. Yeah, we got this Nova, but today I clicked on Marketplace and the guy posted this car 14 minutes before I looked at it. It's on my trailer right there. You see it? 69 Chevy 2 Nova. So that's going to be a parts car for the 72 down there, and it's absolutely perfect for what I want to use it for. So my 72 Nova down there now has a parts car, and I got just about everything to make it a running, driving, complete car, except for maybe front seats, front buckets. But I think I'm gonna make an introduction video to them too. Go over them, because I bought the 72 about 1.5 years ago and didn't do anything to it. But now that I got a parts car, I want to work on them, but we got to finish this one first. We got to finish the 78. So, but I'm just going to go over it like an introduction and all that to them too. So I'll make a video for that. Then we'll get right back on this car and go right to the end and get her finished. Okay, so I think that's it. So we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching and subscribing, and we'll see how far we can take this channel. Okay, and here's the RT right here. It's sitting out here with me. It'll always be here, just like the, it just, I kind of parked it there to keep it with me. I don't know, it seems like it's like my pet, like my dog. I have to have it around me. And the GTO and the other cars, so they'll always be here. Okay, so we'll see y'all next video.